Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're slowing things down way down to take a closer look at one of the most fascinating and misunderstood animals on the planet, the sloth. Are they just lazy, or is there a profound wisdom to their unhurried existence? Let's find out. When you think of a sloth, what comes to mind? Probably a furry creature hanging upside down, moving at a glacial pace, and you're not wrong. Sloths are the world's slowest mammals, so slow, in fact, that algae can grow on their fur. This isn't a sign of poor hygiene. It's a brilliant camouflage strategy, helping them blend in with the green canopy of their rainforest homes in Central and South America. They spend up to 90% of their lives hanging motionless from tree branches, a lifestyle made possible by some incredible biological adaptations. Their specialized long claws act like natural carabiners, hooking them securely to branches with minimal effort. In fact, their grip is so strong that sloths have been known to remain hanging even after they pass away. There are two main types of sloths, the two-toed and the three-toed. Despite the names, both have 3 claws on their hind limbs. The real difference is on their front limbs. Three-toed sloths are the true specialists in slowness. They have a permanent, serene smile etched onto their faces and can turn their heads almost 270 degrees thanks to extra vertebrae in their neck. This allows them to scan for predators without moving their bodies. Two-toed sloths are slightly larger, a bit more active, and have a more varied diet. But why are they so slow? It all comes down to energy conservation. A sloth's diet consists mainly of leaves, which are notoriously low in calories and difficult to digest. To cope, sloths have evolved a very low metabolic rate, less than half of what you'd expect for a mammal their size. Their multi-chambered stomach works like a fermentation tank, slowly breaking down tough plant matter. This digestive process can take up to a month. They maintain a low body temperature and regulate it by moving between sunny and shady spots, much like a reptile. Essentially, they've perfected the art of doing just enough to survive. Their unhurried lifestyle extends to every aspect of their being. They typically descend from their treetop haven only once a week to urinate and defecate. This poop dance is one of the biggest mysteries surrounding them. Why risk exposure to predators on the forest floor? Scientists believe it might be part of a complex symbiotic relationship with moths that live in their fur and help fertilize the trees they call home. It's a slow, deliberate cycle of life where every action, no matter how infrequent, has a purpose. Even their social lives are low-key. Sloths are mostly solitary creatures, coming together primarily to mate. A mother sloth will care for her single baby for about 6 months, teaching it which leaves are safe to eat and how to navigate the canopy. After that, the young sloth inherits a part of its mother's home range and begins its own quiet life. Beyond their biology, sloths hold a special place in the cultures of many indigenous communities. In some Amazonian tribes, the sloth is not seen as lazy, but as a symbol of wisdom, patience, and a deep connection to the natural world. They are viewed as teachers, reminding people of the importance of living in harmony with the environment, of not rushing through life, and of finding contentment in simplicity. These cultures see the sloth's deliberation not as a weakness, but as a strength of mindful existence in a world that often moves too fast. They remind us that there is power in stillness and that not every problem needs a frantic solution. So, what can we learn from these masters of slow living? The first lesson is the power of patience. The sloth teaches us that good things take time. Whether it's digesting a tough meal or reaching a lifelong goal, rushing is not always the answer. By moving deliberately, they conserve precious energy for what truly matters. In our own lives, we can apply this by focusing our energy on our priorities instead of getting caught up in the frantic pace of modern society. The second lesson is about finding strength in vulnerability. A sloth on the ground is incredibly vulnerable, but its weekly descent is a necessary act. This reminds us that sometimes we have to embrace vulnerability to grow and contribute to the world around us. It's a calculated risk for a greater purpose. It teaches us that being strategic and intentional is more important than being constantly active. And finally, the sloth is the ultimate icon of mindfulness and being present. Their entire existence is about the here and now, the branch they're on, the leaf they're eating. They aren't worrying about yesterday or planning frantically for tomorrow. They simply are. In our world filled with distractions, the sloth is a powerful reminder to slow down, breathe, and appreciate the moment we are in. They show us that there's a whole universe to be discovered in just being still. Unfortunately, these incredible creatures face significant threats, primarily from deforestation and habitat loss. As their rainforest homes disappear, so do the sloths. Organizations around the world are working hard to protect them, rescue injured animals, and reintroduce them to safe habitats. We can help by supporting conservation efforts and making sustainable choices that protect our planet's vital ecosystems. The sloth isn't lazy, it's a model of efficiency, a master of survival, and a guru of Zen-like calm. They challenge our obsession with speed and productivity, offering a different perspective on what it means to live a successful life. Maybe we could all benefit from embracing our inner sloth from time to time. Thank you so much for joining me on this slow journey today. I hope you've gained a new appreciation for these amazing animals. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.